Hey everybody, Mac here, and we are working on simplifying radicals, okay? So we're going to have square roots and cubed roots and things like that. And so this is version C. I do have a version A and B, and one of me working stuff out on a whiteboard at macstutorials.com, M-A-C-S tutorials.com. Okay, so we've been working on these. Hopefully you've already seen version A and B. I'm going to assume that you have. If you haven't, please go back and look, and we're going to work on this. So now, remember, if nothing is written right here, that's assumed to be a 2. What that means is you need a pair to come out. So if I look at 48, the first thing I think when I think 48, well, I think 6 times 8. But I'm going to go 4 times 12, okay? 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 8 twice. I'm going to break down the 4 into 2 times 2, and I always circle the primes when I get there. And this is 4 times 3, circle the primes. And that is 2 times 2. I should not have circled that 4. Sorry about that. Okay, and so now 2, 2, 2, 2, 3 is what I'm working with, and I'm looking for pairs. Okay, boom, boom, there's a pair. Boom, boom, there's a pair. If you pull out more than one, you times them together. 3 doesn't have a pair, so he stays in. My answer is 4 root 3. Okay, let's look at 56. Okay, what becomes 56? Do you know? 7 times 8. 7 can't break down. 8 will go in the 4 times 2, and 4 goes in the 2 times 2. All right, well, let's find our pairs. Boom, boom. That's our only pair. And what am I left over with? A 7 and a 2. If you have more than one left over, you multiply them together, and they stay inside because they had no friends. Okay, so they don't get to break out. All right, so number 3, I get square root of 250. All right, so I'm going to go 25 times 10, sorry, cubed root of 250. So now what that means is I need a 3 of a kind to pop out. Okay, so none of this matters unless I find a 3 of a kind. And look at that, I found one right there. 5, 5, 5. So once I found a 3 of a kind, I pull one of them out, and the 2 is still left over. Okay? Let's go to number 4. You probably see right away that this is going to be 11 times 9. 11 is prime, and 9 is 3 times 3. Well, here, it's a square root, so I only need a pair, and how fortunate, I have a pair. Boom, square root of 11. Number 5, okay, different ways you can do this. Let's go ahead and go 12 times 10. I'm going to break 12 down into 4 times 3, and I'm going to make 4 2 times 2. I'm going to make 10 a 5 times 2. Now, you could also just recognize right away that square root of 4 is going to be 2. But sometimes, especially if you're doing cubed roots and fourth roots and things like that, you should really break them down to their primes. All right, so I'm looking for pairs. Boom, boom. There's a pair. I pull it out. But now look at everything else. Does 3 have a pair? No. 5? No. 2? No. Well, we multiply them together. What's 5 times 2? 10. What's 10 times 3? 30. Boom, and we're done. Okay? 1,024. What? Okay, well, let's just break it into 2. Okay? Start there, and we are looking for a cubed root, or we're looking for a 3 of a kind. So 2 times 512. Well, let's just break that down. 2 times 2 goes into 5 twice with 1 left over. 2 goes into 11 5 times with 1 left over, and we get a 6 right here. 256. Okay, well, let's break him down by 2. And that would be 128. Let's keep going this. 2 times 64. Now watch this. This I can go, I know I'm running out of room here, but whatever. 8 times 8. Well, that would be great if we're doing square roots, but we're doing cubed roots. Ugh. Okay, so, well, anyways, there's a quick way I can show you earlier, but I'm going to keep taking this out. And 8 is just a 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? And so now I'm looking for 3 of a kinds. Boom, boom, boom. There's one. Boom, boom, boom. There's another. Boom, boom, boom. There's another. That was a bad cross out. There you go. And then I have 1 left over. When I multiply them together, I get 8 root 2. Okay, let's move over to number 11. 294. Wow, who made up these numbers? Okay, so there's a few different ways that we can look at this. I'm going to look at this as, let's just do 2 again. 2 times, 2 goes in 2 once, 2 goes in the 9 4 times with 1 left over, and that gives me a 147. Okay, well, 147, what do I do with that? Well, what's 1 plus 4? 5. What's 5 plus 7? 12. Will 3 go in the 12? Yes, so 3 will go in the 147. How many times will 3 go in the 14? 4 times with 2 left over. How many times will 3 go in the 27? 9 times. And watch what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to go straight 7 times 7. Well, that's all I can do, right? That's a 7. That wasn't the prettiest 7 in the world. Anyway, let me cross that out. Boom. All right. So now I'm looking for pairs, and I have a pair of 7s. So I pull it out, and I'm left with the 6 inside. Let's go 343. 3 will not go into that. Oh dear, this one is a little bit challenging. So let's see. I know that 2 won't go into it, 3 won't go into it, 4 won't go into it, 5 won't go into it. 6 would mean a 2 and a 3 would go into it, and it won't. So the next thing I can really try if I go up, and I don't know if this works or not, I'm going to try a 7 into it. Okay, let's 7. How many times will 7 go in the 34? 7 will go in the 34 4 times, which is 28, with 6 left over. Will 7 go into 63? Yes, 9 times. I just gave it a try, and this gives me 7 times 7. I've got 3 7s. All right, well, I'm looking for a square root, so I only need 1 pair. So there's a pair, and I have a 7 inside. Done. Okay, these are a little bit nasty. I'm not going to lie. So 432, I'm just going to do a 2 in here. So 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into 3 once with 1 left over, and I get 216. Okay, I'm going to do another 2. That's when you get lost and you see even numbers, you do 2s. 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 1 0 times with 1 left over. 2 goes into 16 8 times. Let's do 108, and you're going to see that this is going to be 2 times 54. 54 is a 9 times 6. 9 is a 3 times 3. And a 6 is a 3 times 2. Okay? And so I'm looking for a cubed root. So I'm looking for 3 of a kinds. Boom, boom, boom. There's one. Boom, boom, boom. There's another. 2 is all by itself. See why I circle them? You can find them really quickly. And basically, I get this, but that's not simplified. I need to go 3 times 2, which is 6, cubed root of 2. This is my real one. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so on number 14, we're again looking for a cubed root. So we're looking for 3 of a kind. That is just a nasty number to deal with, so I'm going to divide it by 2. So I'm going to go 2 times. 2 goes in the 6 3 times. It goes in the 8 4 times. It goes in the 6 3 times. Now, I know 2 won't go in because it's not even. 3 plus 4, 7 plus 3 is 10. 3 won't go into it. 4 won't, 5 won't, 6. So now once you start getting there, now you just start going up prime numbers. And so we're going to start with 7. So this is kind of nasty. Hopefully 7 goes into it. If it doesn't go into it, then you'd have to go up to 11, 13. You'll just start going up prime numbers. And if a teacher's going to give you one that nasty, then hopefully they gave you a calculator to do that with. Anyways, let's do this. How many times will 7 go in the 34? 7 will go in the 34 4 times. With how many left over? Well, 7 times 4 is 28 with 6 left over. Will 7 go in the 63? It sure will. Boom. And now I'm going to find out that 49 is 7 times 7. Oh, how beautiful is that? Look at that. Do I have a 3 of a kind? 1, 2, 3, 7. Cubed root. Don't forget the cubed root. And what's left over? The 2 is left over. Okay? Let's go ahead and now we're going to hunt for 4th roots. So let's do this. Let's go 8 times 10. This is 5 times 2. I hope I've done enough of this that you recognize 8 as a cubed root already. Okay, and that's going to be 2 times 2 times 2 instead of breaking it down into 4 times 2. Now, I need a 4 of a kind in order to do this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pull out 1, and I'm left with a 5 inside. Boom. Okay? Now I need to find a fourth root of 324. So again, I see that that's an even number, so I'm just going to do this by a 2. Well, you know what? I can see easily that a 4 is going to go in here. So 4 times 4 will go in the 32 8 times. 4 will go in the 4 once. This becomes a 2 times 2. This becomes a 9 times 9. Now, at this point, if it was square root, we would just be done. We would pull out the 9s. But it's a fourth root, so we're going to break it all the way down, okay? And as I notice, do I have any 4 of a kinds? Boom, 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 right there. So we're going to pull out a 3, and it's going to become a fourth root of, I have a 2 and a 2, can't pull them out, so I multiply them together, and a 4. And I just noticed a mistake I made on 15. You probably already saw it. This is an incorrect answer. I need to write the 4 there, so I forgot to do that. So be very careful not to make silly mistakes like that, okay? So that's it, everybody. So as far as simplifying radicals, we're going to have to do that to solve the next equation. So make sure you feel real comfortable with this. Hopefully these 3 worksheets really help you to get through that. Nice job, guys. See you on the next one.